Today is 30th of August 2024. I'm going to conduct your Oxford ELLT speaking mock session. My name is Mr. Rose. Could you please tell me what's your full name? Hello, can you tell me your full name?
Yes, sir. My name is Saif Ali.
And where are you from?
I am from Bijligarh, Majidabad, Mardan.
All right, that is great. So there are four parts, Mr. Saif. The very first one is introduction. The second one is presentation, and the third one is essay, and the last one is picture, right? So I will begin with the first one.
Yes.
So tell me, what did you do yesterday, all the day?
Okay. All the day. Okay. In the morning when I woke up, I had my breakfast. After that, I had some work that I did, and then I helped my mom in the home chores. After that, I offered my prayer, and then I came to the academy to take my English language classes. And after that, I went back to home. I had a nap, and then after my nap, I went to the gym to do some exercise. Afterwards, then I started my own laptop work. There was some assignment, some leftover work that I completed, and then I had some other free time. So that was pretty much about my day.
All right, that is fine. So what do you do in your leisure time? Do you work
Okay. So
yes.
yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
what do
Should
you
I
do in
start?
your leisure time?
Okay. Okay, so normally I do not have that much of a free time, but whenever I have some free time, so in that free time, I try to learn something new. For example, I watch different type of reels that's like giving me some help in learning the idioms of English and some pronunciation helping, and so that kind of helped me in learning English and the proper pronunciations of the words. And besides that, when I have free time, so I usually go to gym just to stretch out myself and burn some calories and just to deviate my mind from the normal routine. And then most of the time I'm busy at doing my home chores, like bringing some stuff from outside the market, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
And I manage my own watches business online, so most of the time I'm busy in that.
Do you think online business is a good idea these days?
Can you repeat the question, please?
I'm asking you that do you think that doing online business a good idea these days?
Yes, I think it is a good idea because I remember last year when I started my own watch business online, so I was only shipping the watches to in the Pakistan, but recently I switched it to international shipping as well. So from last 2 months, I think I've shipped around 20 watches internationally, and I've gained a good amount of profit. And I think with that, like we know different people who are like not Pakistani, they're like outside the Pakistani. So it helps in communication, it helps in learning their cultural values and like that. So it helps all in all. Also, it gives good amount of profit compared to that of the business which I earn in the Pakistan. So there's
All
a
right.
good
So
capital
why
coming
are
from
you
that.
taking Oxford exam now?
So, okay, Oxford exam, first of all, it is a requirement of my university where I'm taking the admission. So for that purpose, I'm taking the Oxford test. And besides that, it is comparatively easy than IELTS, and it is affordable as well as the results of it comes within a shorter period of time, around 48 hours a day. And the listening, reading, writing, one can conduct it anytime from anywhere as it is online. So there is no restriction of going to a particular center and attending it physical. So it's quite physical.
All right. Now let's move to the second part, and that is presentation. So can you please remind me of the title of your presentation?
Yes, the title of the presentation is that these days many people are traveling alone and they are like not preferring to travel with the family or friends. So what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages of this statement? So I will begin with the term traveling
Okay,
alone.
let me
Okay. Yes.
remind you some of the instructions. Okay,
Yes.
so Mr. Safe, your presentation should be between 3 to 5 minutes, not less than 3 minutes, not more than 5 minutes. When you start your presentation, you need to look into the camera. If you are reading a prepared script, your band score will be affected. When you're ready, you should say, I will begin my presentation now. When you finish your presentation, you should say, this is the end of my presentation. So you can begin your presentation now. If you have any points, so you can just pick up the points. You can't read them.
Okay, got it. I will begin my presentation. The topic of my presentation is that these days many people are traveling without their friends or family. So what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? So, sir, I have taken some key points which is right with me. So
yes, you can pick up the points. You can pick up the points.
Okay, thank you. First of all, traveling alone, the big advantage of it is there is freedom and flexibility. Like one is not bound to their family members or friends, so like they're free of any other responsibility. Just they have their own responsibility and they can just anytime they're like flexible. They can move out of the room or they can just visit any place at any time without any hesitations or any issues that I have my family or my friends with me. So like they are alone, so they can just move out anytime they want. So that is the freedom and the flexibility it has. The second point is that there is self-discovery. Many, like most of the time, people do not know what actually they are made for, or what are their intrinsic or the hidden features or characters or properties that they have hidden inside them. So most of the time, I've seen those people who have done who travel alone most of the time. So they are like quite good. They're confident. They have discovered themselves. They know what are their good sides or what are their quality properties and what are the flaws that are in them. And mostly, I've seen they work on their flaws and they improve it. Thirdly, the big advantage of traveling alone is meeting new people. Like mostly the northern area of Pakistan. The people of northern areas are quite different. Their language is different. Their culture is different. Their living style, their lifestyle, each and everything is super different from that of ours. So in this way, they can learn their culture. They can know their values. They can meet different people. They learn new languages. Not only restricted to Pakistan, but even if a person moves from one country to other country, there are a lot of advantages. And that helps a lot, learning new culture, new values. It helps an individual to, color themselves in learning new languages and learning new cultures. Besides this, there is personal growth. An individual grow personally, like that is an individual's personal growth because they learn new languages, new cultures. So it's not like they're just one type of, it's not like they just know one type of culture. They know many cultures then. They know many languages, and this just enhances and improves their quality of life or quality of living because they know many other things that we do not know, or those who haven't traveled to many places, so they do not know that. But those who have traveled, so they have the idea of that. Third is immersive experiences. Again, it roam around the fact that they know different cultures, they know like how to manage a particular expense for a particular place. Like they have grown quite good, so they have multiple, multiple characteristics, so they can just adjust their budgets if they're, for example, low on a budget, so they know how to survive on them. So traveling alone can give a good opportunity to an individual to know different aspects of living the life. So they can survive in even lesser. Okay, I got confusion. Besides this, there comes disadvantages to this as well. The big disadvantage is the safety. There is safety concerns. I've seen a blogger. I think she was from Mexico. She had came to Pakistan, and there was some kind of uh, physical harassment to her because she was traveling there. She didn't know the type of the people she was surrounded by. So there is a safety concern. Besides this, there is budget issues. Like no one knows so how like there is budget issues. Like they can fall short on money or fall short on expenses. So that can be an issue. Besides that, there is logistics. Like for example, managing the stuff that you carry with yourself. So that can be also an issue. Then comes the health and emergency. For example, an individual is facing a particular emergency condition, like there may be diabetic,
Okay.
or there may be.
Okay, that is fine. That's enough. That's enough. Thank you so much. Now let me ask you some question. We shall move to the third part. So can you please confirm the title of your essay?
Sorry, there is internet issue, I think.
Okay, I'm asking you that can you please tell me what is the title of your essay?
Okay. The title of my essay was campaign. I forgot. I haven't read the essay properly.
Okay, let me tell you that what are the some of the advantages and disadvantages of taking the train instead of flying?
Okay, so it depends on
Okay.
the individual. For example, the individual.
Now let me ask you a question regarding your essay.
Okay.
So the very first question that
Hello?
I would, yes. So I'm going to ask you the very first question from you that you have written here that taking a train makes significant changes to travel time instead of waiting to board the plane or tackling the headache of customs. So what is the meaning of this sentence?
Sir, I didn't heard any of your word because of the internet connection. If you could please repeat the question.
Okay, I'm asking you that you have written taking a train makes significant changes to the travel time. Instead of waiting to
Yes.
board the plane or tackling the headache of customs. So what is the meaning of this sentence?
Okay. The meaning of this sentence is that when you are boarding a ticket for the plane, so for a particular for travel, comparing it with the train, there is no ticket issue. Like you can just go and just enter the train. Besides that, there are customs issues, like they can be checking your passport, they can be checking your visa, any other documents. So comparing these two, this would be an advantage to a person who travels or via the train and then via the airplane. So that can be an advantage to the person.
Okay, you also wrote that people encounter a situation of ease and relief because trains do not need boarding or security checks here and there. What is the meaning of this sentence?
Individual interest. So they first of all check their passport, their visa, their travel history, other documents, and sometimes like they can randomly ask some other security questions, like to just make sure that the person has a proper travel history. So that is a bit of time consuming and it is hectic as well. Like it doesn't provide an ease to the individual. We're comparing it with the train. It's quite easy. You just have to enter the train and there is just a ticket thing. You just have to take the ticket and enter the train and that's it. There's no security checks as compared to that of the airports.
Okay, point where you have also written that okay, the disadvantages include the exhaustion. It has become predictable that due to lower costs, more people travel by train, which can be exhausting and tiring for people as trains becomes congested during office hours. What does it mean?
Exactly, sir. Like most of the time, the train does not need these kind of boarding and tickets, etc. So like could be from one place to another place or city to city. So most of the time in it's like off for the shoes. They just us, and like you literally individual can get exhausted in the bus. So same happens to the train as well. It gets congested in the office hours or at the time when the office gets off. So that is the point. An individual can get exhausted quite well into that. And on the other hand, for the plane, there is no such issue.
Okay, that is fine. And conclusion, okay, what do you think of this idea which you have written? What's your personal perspective?
Uh,
Okay, what's your personal perspective of the topic? What do you believe?
Hello.
Can you hear me? I'm asking you that what's your personal perspective? What do you believe?
On muffled data on
All right,
Wi-Fi
sir.
also.
All right, safe. So, now another question from you. That what do you believe? What's your personal opinion? What's your personal point of view regarding this topic?
Okay, my personal opinion regarding the topic is that it varies to an individual needs and requirements. Like most of the people, they just look at their economic situation and they just opt for the train rather than going for the plane because the train expenses are comparatively lesser than that of the plane. So that could be a contributing factor. Besides that, time management. Like if an individual have less time to reach a particular place, so definitely they have to choose the plane rather than going on the train. So my personal opinion is that it might vary from an individual to individual. And there is another factor included into this particular topic as well, and that is about controlling the pollution, like the carbon emission from plane comparatively larger than that of the train. So that could be a contributing factor as well, because global warming is at its peak these days, and there might be some disruption in the ozone layer. So that could be eventually affecting our health. So that is another point, but an individual who has to move to a particular place or go to a particular city for their meeting or for their needs, so they do not take these things in concern and they just enter the plane or train just to travel. So
All right.
it might vary from an individual to individual.
All right. So let me show you some of the pictures, right? We shall move to the last part, and that is a picture. So let me show you a picture. Okay, you have 15 seconds to look at this picture, and then we are going to discuss.
Where it is, sir?
Yes. Can you start? Can you start? What do you see in the picture?
Okay, I just got the picture.
So what do you see in the picture? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Yes, what do you see in the picture?
Okay, the picture seems to be a park. There is grass, trees, and there's just a walk path, like footpath maybe. And then there's a bench, and I think there are two girls and two boys, and they're having some coffee maybe, or maybe some drink. Few of them are on the bench, and one is sitting on the ground. There is like the physical aspects of this picture.
All right. So now another question from you. do you think that we must have friends in our life who could support us?
Yes, I think we should and we must have friends who could support themselves when we are in a downfall or when we are feeling low in the life. Because an individual who is lonely, he might be like a prey of depression and some thinking, overthinking might lead to depression, and that might could depress him so much that he might lead towards thoughts of suicidal. He might go towards the suicidal thoughts and he might suicide. So having a friend who can be your shoulder at the time of need could be very helpful to an individual in their life, because sharing yourself with your friends or maybe family or friend, if you share yourself, so one feel light, and maybe the person with whom you share, they can give you some ideas or might help you out in that particular situation. So yeah, there should be friends in an individual life.
Okay, that is great. So another question from you. Can we trust our friends blindly, or there should be balance? There should be, we think before trusting them. What's your opinion?
Okay, my opinion is that we should never trust anyone blindly, even if that is our brother, because we have seen many examples where brothers and sisters are like taking advantage of their own siblings. So trusting someone blindly is a big blunder, in my opinion. We should keep a balance in knowing the person and trusting them up to certain extent. We shouldn't just go blindly and trust every friend of ours, or maybe one friend of ours. So I think trusting anyone blindly should not be a thing. We should keep a balance and we should have a check.
Okay, that is great. Thank you. You will get your result very soon. Thank you, Mr. Safe. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.